This evening, Speaker of the House suspends Parliament. Chaos ensued. PPP member gets 6 months in jail. 4 separate auto accidents over the weekend leave 6 dead. And internationally, police in New York City respond to a suspected terrorist attack in Manhattan.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Headline News is now being streamed live on our YouTube channel. Join us. The National Assembly descended into chaos today. Our reporter Wendell Jeffrey was there and filed this report.
Pandemonium broke out in the Guyana Parliament today.
Protecting and serving us, and we are proud of them. We are proud of those who serve, but you had your cameras on and you saw the ones that pushed their faces into the table and hit us. If I could, and I would take off, if I could show you the marks on my body right now, you'll see I'm probably already black and blue right here because he punched me. This is male police sent in here to deal with us.
Why are they here?
Male police sent in here to deal with us and handle the women. You know, when police are dealing with women, it's women police dealing with women.
Why are they here?
Not male police sent in here.
It all began when frontbench parliamentarian and civic member Juan Egil refused to follow the clear instructions of the Speaker of the House, Dr. Barton Scotland.
Mr. Speaker, my question is on the line item.
Honourable Member, when the question is being put, we are allowed for each agency a specific time. What that meant was that when that time is reached, as I indicate to this House, when that time is reached, I will put the question. We cannot have it both ways. We cannot make an agreement. We cannot accept a set of time and then we pay.
One part of any agreement.
We cannot do that. I'll say this to the House. The time allotted for treatment of news from the presidency was 2 hours. That's the time allotted. The 2 hours expired at 17 minutes after 12. At the beginning of this morning's sitting, I said that to members. It could not be that members expected it to be otherwise.
The Speaker then asked Mr. Egil to take his seat.
That is what I'm doing, remember, Mr. Egil.
Yes.
So please take the seat and continue with this.
But sir, I'm just seeking to indicate to you that there have been 4 additional programs added under the Ministry of the Presidency. That was not for last year. There are 4 additional programs.
After repeated requests from the Speaker for Bishop Egil to take his seat, the Speaker ruled that the PPP member was out of order.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to have a response to this.
I remember, Mr. Egil, you're out of order.
I don't mind being out of order, sir. On a matter of principle, sir. On a matter of principle, I stand up to be out of order, sir.
The Speaker then asked Mr. Egil to leave the House, and he refused and sat back down while still shouting.
It means the government don't want scrutiny of this budget. That is what it means. I will stand up and be out of order, sir.
The member is out of order, and I must order you to leave this chamber. and take no further part in the business of this matter for this.
I will not leave the chamber. I will not leave the chamber.
I remember, Mr.
People of Guyana, I'm told that I cannot speak.
For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Minister of State Joseph Harmon responded to the Speaker's decision to suspend today's session of Parliament.
The Member of Parliament took a certain position. The Speaker made a ruling after several warnings to him. Even after the Speaker gave his ruling, the Speaker told him to leave the chamber. All of you heard him say, "I will not leave," in complete defiance of what the Speaker said. Now, this has nothing to do with who can speak and all of that. It's a question of the rule of law. The Speaker is the person who controls the business in this House. And he cannot, Mr. Edgell or no other member of the House, can decide that they will violate these rules of the House by refusing to take action when the Speaker tells them to do so. If this were to be allowed to go like that, we will have chaos, because no one respects the Speaker's ruling anymore, and we can do as we wish. What's the purpose of having us here in this House? So Mr. Edgell must know, the PPP must know, that the Speaker's ruling must be obeyed, and they can stay in there for as long as they want. But it has to be obeyed. That is the Speaker's ruling. And that is not just about what the government is and the opposition is. I'm sitting there all the time and seeing their behavior. It's a sort of a pattern that developed after the President came here and spoke. And they were very disrespectful. The Speaker came subsequently and made a written ruling on their behavior. So what you're seeing here is a pattern that's continuing. And I believe that we have to take a stand. I believe the Speaker has done the right thing in taking a stand on this matter. And that is my view.
He was not alone. Opposition leader Barra Jagdeo also commented on the confrontation in Parliament, calling it a distraction.
This is not going to go down easily in this country. This is unprecedented. And I think it is designed to distract attention from the 20 million that they tried to steal.
Exactly.
This is all carefully worked out. I've seen egregious breaches in this chamber from the other side that he refused to act on. Yeah. And on this issue, suddenly the police is calling. Yeah. So we're going to have to, he would have to deal with this personally, the Speaker. Yes. And there has to be an apology to all of our members of Parliament, and we have to take further action on this matter. Yeah, exactly. So, if the President likes COI, he should hold a commission of inquiry on this matter. Well, that's what we're waiting to see, what the Speaker will do to correct what is clearly an excessive action on the part of the Speaker and the government.
On Monday, PPP member Jason Abdullah was found guilty of throwing feces on newspaper columnist Freddie Kassoon. Abdullah was sentenced to 6 months jail. The decision was handed down by Magistrate Judy Latchman at the Georgetown Magistrates Court. Abdullah's attorney pleaded with the magistrate to be lenient in her sentencing. However, Magistrate Latchman in her ruling emphasized the need to prevent similar crimes, as she noted that the incident will forever be etched in the memory of the victim. Don't go away. We'll have more news for you after the break. Stay with us.
Shop at John Lewis Styles in December and you could win one RCA tablet every day. Yes, every day. And that's not all. 4 persons will win $1 million to spend in the store. Just imagine, $1 million in clothing, shoes, and accessories. Enter to win with every $5,000 you spend. So shop now to win 1 tablet every day and $1 million to spend in the store. John Lewis Styles. Simply different.
Season's greetings from Kisoon's Furniture Store.
Get ready for the concert of a lifetime. The Restoration Life Ministries presents Worship His Majesty on December 14th at 6 p.m. Restoration Life Ministry with special guests Samuel Medas, Earl Bishop, RLM Dancing, Pastor Sean Sobers, and the Prophetic Brief. Don't you miss this. It's Saturday, December 14th, 6 p.m. Admission free. Hosted by Apostle Ridley.
It's that time of year when you break out all the cool and fancy stuff to decorate your home. National Hardware Supercenter and Water Street locations got the ideal furniture collection for the dining and living rooms. Choose from these quality sofa sets and recliners to add that perfect holiday setting. Our stylish dining sets will add a unique touch of class to your decor. The quality and designs are unmatched. We add that extra feeling of Christmas with this choice of furniture in the mega holiday deals happening now at your do-it-best stores, National Hardware.
For the best Creole food in town, come to Ridley's Restaurant. Taste our hot meals, fresh bread, and sweet pastries. Our spacious dining hall is free for all occasions. For reservations and more, call 226-2518 or 225-7245. We're open Monday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Wrigley's Restaurant, located at 38 Robb Street, Laceytown, between King and Wellington Streets. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Ridley's Restaurant. Tasty and healthy eating.
This is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you have a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Welcome back. 4 separate accidents over the weekend have left 6 persons dead. Despite this troubling rash of auto accidents in this report, Traffic Chief Dion Moore asked persons not to panic. Esther Sobers has the details.
The carnage started at approximately 7 p.m. Saturday night and continued well into Sunday evening. Today, the Traffic Chief Dion Moore spoke about the tragic accidents in a telephone interview.
Some of the accidents are unfortunate. The one as recent as yesterday, the driver didn't collide with anything, ran out the road and ran into a tree. There was one at West Demerara, where the driver of the bus who was highly intoxicated, I think he drove into a crowd of people, resulting in one person died, which is a soldier. Then there were 2 accidents involving members of the police force. Those policemen are under close arrest at the moment, while the matter is being investigated.
Though the events over the weekend are unfortunate, the traffic chief reiterated that road fatalities this year have reduced compared to last year. Nonetheless, Moore made it clear that traffic offenders will be prosecuted.
However, in respect of those who are found above the alcohol level, there are 3 ways in which we address it. The first is that if you're a forced offender, you'll be charged to pay a $7,500 with an endorsement on your license. If you are found again then you pay the 75, but you're suspended for 1 year.
The Guyana Police Force and the National Road Safety Council rolled out their annual road safety campaign, which saw an increase of police officers on the roadways, encouraging drivers to practice good road safety habits. Reporting for Channel 2 Headline News, I'm Esther Sobers.
After 97 years of serving the community of All Boys Town, the administrators of Dharamshala felt they should entertain the children of New Amsterdam Berbice this Christmas. At least 180 children were in attendance at their annual Christmas party. A tree was lit for the occasion. The party had songs, games, and goodie bags for the children. The celebration will continue on Christmas Day. The administrators of the almost 100-year-old charity will be feeding the elderly of All Boys Town on December 25th at 11 a.m. In this report, the blame game continues in Parliament. Here's Wendell Jeffrey with more.
After parliamentarian Juan Edgell refused to leave the House on the instruction of the Speaker of the House, Barton Scotland, the police were called in to remove him.
Stand up on the outer border, sir.
And I implore you to leave this chamber and take no further part in the business.
Sir, I will not leave the chamber. I will not leave the chamber.
The Sergeant of Arms was then summoned to remove Mr. Edgell, but the bishop refused to move.
We will take steps to enforce the Speaker's direction. If you need assistance, then you will have to get it. And remember, Mr. Sheriff, please take your seat. I am not entertaining comments at this stage. When we are through with this matter, then we will proceed.
The law don't want me in the house. It's not something new. It's not something that I don't know. Call the police to put me out.
The former junior Minister of Finance and the person leading the charge in the PPP side of the budget debate remained in his seat until the Sergeant of Arms left his side.
We are bowing to you. Commissioner, I'm an elected member of this House. I am not leaving the House. I will stay here and scrutinize the budget on behalf of the people of Guyana. This is nonsense.
The parliamentarian was asked if the PPC objected to the time limit advocated by the Speaker.
Censorship of parliamentarians must come to an end. The authoritarian and dictatorial nature of this parliament must be exposed around the world, and I refuse to leave the chambers. Let them bring the police.
Mr. Edgell. The chief whip of the PPP then summoned her side of the aisle to sit and remain in the House.
Yes.
When the Speaker made that ruling, was that ruling objected to, the 2-hour ruling? Did you object to it?
In the business subcommittee, the PPPC asked for an additional 2 hours for the Ministry of the Presidency because of the 4 additional programs. We asked for the extension. There was an unreasonable proposal from Ms. Amna Ali of half an hour, and it is not even reflected in the finalized schedule that was passed while we were not here.
What I'm asking is, was that objected to?
Yes, it
formally
was.
Objected to?
Yes, it was objected to.
The police then were brought in.
What nonsense is this? I didn't come here because of somebody selecting me. I'm an elected member, and I'm doing business on behalf of the people of Guyana. I am not leaving the house. I won't touch you. I will sue you.
When they could not remove the parliamentarian, the police left.
No, it's amazing that a security risk, a Santa breached everything a few days ago, and the entire parliamentary security and police security couldn't find that Santa.
Up to now.
Up to now.
Up to now.
Right? But you can mobilize the entire police force and the entire security detail of the parliament to remove an MP that is only doing his duty.
The police officers were clearly unsure of what was the protocol and from whom they should take instructions. Eventually, they entered the main chambers again in another failed attempt to remove the errant member of parliament, even as the opposition members began to sing.
Police can't arrest anybody.
These guys bring in the chamber, they come for the budget.
Police can't arrest anybody. You cannot touch the MP. These are chambers of the people.
They can't.
You can't touch him. No MP.
And they know the law. Unless they got a cockeye view of the law.
In this parliament. We shall overcome
Police have to know their function and their limitation. But if they got a cockeye view of the law, they can do what they want to do.
To arrest us all?
But you gotta care all of us, huh?
Well, that's our position. All of us. Officer, sorry. We'll make pretty additions to your police station. All of us. All of us.
For Channel 2 Headline News, I am Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Don't go away. Still ahead, we have our regional news, our international news, and your 7-day weather forecast. Stay with us.
Season's greetings from Kisu's Furniture Store.
For the best Creole food in town, come to Ridley's Restaurant. Taste our hot meals, fresh bread, and sweet pastries. Our spacious dining hall is free for all occasions. For reservations and more, call 226-2518 or 225-7245. We're open Monday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Wrigley's Restaurant, located at 38 Robb Street, Laceytown, between King and Wellington Streets. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, Ridley's Restaurant. Tasty and healthy eating.
Shop at John Lewis Styles in December and you could win one RCA tablet every day. Yes, every day. And that's not all. 4 persons will win $1 million to spend in the store. Just imagine, $1 million in clothing, shoes, and accessories. Enter to win with every $5,000 you spend. So shop now to win 1 tablet every day and $1 million to spend in the store. John Lewis Styles. Simply different.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Time of year when you break out all the cool and fancy stuff to decorate your home. National Hardware Supercenter and Water Street locations got the ideal furniture collection for the dining and living rooms. Choose from these quality sofa sets and recliners to add that perfect holiday setting. Our stylish dining sets will add a unique touch of class to your decor. The quality and designs are unmatched. We add that extra feeling of Christmas with this choice of furniture in the mega holiday deals happening now at your Do It Best store's National Hardware.
Welcome back. We now take a look at the region. In Trinidad and Tobago, the Finance Bill 2017 was read a 3rd time and passed in the House of Representatives on Friday night. C News brings us that story.
The Finance Bill 2017 was read a 3rd time and passed in the House of Representatives on Friday night. The bill was put to vote at around 8:45, and for the 2nd time this week, the opposition failed to vote positively for a government-led bill. This time, they generally abstained or opted to not vote for the act.
I wish to report that the Finance Bill 2017 was considered in Committee of the Whole and approved with amendments. I now beg to move that the House agree with the committee's report.
The final tally was taken with 20 votes for, none against, and 5 abstentions. However, unlike the anti-gang bill, this required no special majority and was passed.
The result of the division is as follows. 20 members voted for, no member voted against, 5 members declined to vote. The bill is now approved.
A bill entitled An Act to Provide for the Variation of Certain Duties and Taxes and to Introduce Provisions of a Fiscal Nature and for Related Matters.
And internationally, NYPD has identified Akayed Ullah as the man who detonated an improvised low-tech explosive device inside a New York City subway passageway on Monday morning. NBC News has more.
Police are responding to an explosion of some sort that's happened in Midtown Manhattan near the Port Authority bus terminal.
This is New York. The reality is that we are a target by many who would like to make a statement against democracy, against freedom. We have the Statue of Liberty in our harbor, and that makes us an international target.
You know, you try to say, okay, it's a noise, whatever, it's a noise. And then that's when you see the smoke. And that's when everybody just ran to the closest exit up the stairs at the Port Authority where you get the Greyhound bus at. And then I came out on 42nd and 8.
And when everyone started running, what went through your mind?
Get the hell out of here.
This is the most resilient place on earth. We've proven it time and time again. We proved it just over a month ago. We proved it on 9/11. We're going to prove it again today. The terrorists will not win. We're going to keep being New Yorkers. Let's get back to work.
And now for your 7-day weather forecast. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Monday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook and YouTube. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast, and Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock for more news. For now, I'm George Gonzalez, signing out from this newscast, saying thank you for welcoming us into your homes, and do have a blessed evening.